Alright, man. Trooper Salt's with the state police. I haven't introduced myself to you yet. So we're investigating the crash. It occurred on the interstate. We found your car back here. So obviously, I know they did read you Miranda. I'm gonna read it to you again just to cover my bases, okay? Obviously, I know they read it, but I still want to read it too, okay? Get that out of your way, sorry. Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say cannot be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and have him with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you before any questions if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you'll still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. You understand these rights?
I do.
Okay. Alright. With those rights in mind, do you wish to answer any questions I might have for you?
I do not.
Okay. Personnel's 4274. I'll be en route with Mr. Lucas to 70. I'm en route to 70 with the driver. Where's it at, man?
What are you looking for?
Your car.
It's back there.
Oh.
You got tracks up here. If we're going the car, it'll be up here. I'll tell you where to turn. Before, right here.
Oh,
Turn it.
gotcha. Is out with 70. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be investigating the crash. Obviously, that vehicle matches the description of a vehicle that was involved in a crash. Obvious damage to it's on 3 wheels.
Obvious.
So, we got that. You're the registered owner of the vehicle. Found you walking a short distance away. Like I said, I'm just explaining to you what's going on. So the vehicle's getting towed, obviously, for damage. So what he's doing now is he's just conducting an inventory, okay? He's not searching the vehicle, he's just conducting an inventory. If there's anything valuable in the vehicle, we'll document it on the tow form. And
there is a Glock 19.
Glock 19?
With one in the chamber in the middle console.
Okay. Alright, I'll let him know. But like I said, it's not a search. It's just for us. That way when we tow it and it goes to a tow yard, if something comes up stolen, it covers us and the tow company because everything's documented.
I'm telling you guys on the handgun thing.
No, you're good. I do appreciate your honesty on that.
I'm on your side.
Okay. So I'm going to read you something else, okay? Alright, can you hear me alright?
I can.
I have probable cause to believe you've operated a vehicle while intoxicated. I must now offer you the opportunity to submit to a chemical test and inform you that your refusal to submit to a chemical test will result in the suspension of your driving privileges for 1 year. If you have at least one previous conviction for operating while intoxicated, your refusal to submit to a chemical test will result in the suspension of your driving privileges for 2 years. Will you now take a chemical test?
I will.
You will? Okay. So, I can smell alcohol. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. You've been honest with me. I can smell alcohol. So what we'll do is we'll get out, we'll run some tests, do PBT, and we'll go from there, okay? There is a firearm in the center console.
Okay. There's
just-
one in the chamber.
Yeah, there's one in the chamber.
Okay. It's a Glock. It's got a Zeb trigger, so it's touchy.
Okay. Alright, so go ahead and get out for me. We'll do SFSTs and we'll go from there, alright? No, I don't have one. Need to get your PBT.
I got the keys. Here's
Those are the keys to the truck.
yes. Key, limo.
Do you need any of these keys? Like a house key or anything like that? Those ones probably.
It's all 740, 1043. I'll be conducting SFSTs.
We'll see.
Alright, so we'll walk up here. It's a little bit flatter, not sloped. Alright, yeah, that'll work. Just have us stand right there for me, face me. Do you have any medical conditions, anything with your eyes?
I wear contacts.
You wear contacts? Alright. What kind of contacts are there? Are they, there's two.
Bifocals.
Okay, alright. So you don't have any medical conditions, anything else that you know about?
High blood pressure. I take medication for that.
Okay,
That's it.
alright. Are you comfortable walking in those shoes?
Sure.
Okay. Alright, so this first test, right, is horizontal gaze nystagmus, right? So what I need you to do is watch the top of my pin, follow it with your eyes only, okay? Don't move any other part of your body, alright? Can you see it?
Yes.
Alright, can you reach out and touch it for me? Make sure you see it. Alright. So like I said, just follow with your eyes only, okay?
Yes.
Same thing, just gonna go up, okay? Okay. Alright, so this next test, we use this line right here, okay, this crack. So what I need you to do is stand right here, that joint, face that direction. You say that's a pretty straight line, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what I need you to do is take your left foot and place it on that line, just like so. Take your left foot, place it on that line. Right foot directly in front, heel to toe, hands down at your side. Alright, hold this position until I tell you to begin, okay? When I tell you to begin, you're going to take a series of 9 steps. 9 steps down on that line on the ground, hands down at your side, heel to toe, counting your steps out loud, okay? It's going to look something similar to this. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 9. Once you get to 9, you're going to make a series of small steps. Can you hold your position for me, though? Yeah, you got to hold that for me, alright? So, once you get to 9, you're going to make a series of small steps, keeping your front foot planted. Series of small steps. And you're going to turn around and come back on that same straight line, 9 steps back, okay? 1, 2, 3. Heel to toe, counting your steps out loud, alright?
Yes.
Once you begin the test, you do not stop the test. Count your steps out loud, watch your feet at all times, keep your hands down at your side, okay? Do you have any questions?
I do not.
Do you understand my instructions?
I do.
Okay, you may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
So this next one is going to be one leg stand, okay? Whichever leg you're comfortable with. You're going to start like this, feet together, hands down at your side. When I tell you to, you're going to raise your foot approximately 6 inches off the ground, okay? So your leg's going to be straight, foot's going to be parallel to the ground. It's going to be approximately 6 inches off the ground, alright? While you're doing that, you're going to count out loud, 1001, 1002, 1003, and so forth until I tell you to stop, okay? So it's going to look something similar to this. 1001, 1002, 1003, and so forth until I tell you to stop, okay? If you by chance put your foot down for any reason, just pick it back up and continue where you're at, okay? Watch your feet at all times, watch your raised foot at all times, both legs straight, hands down at your sides, okay? Do you understand these instructions?
I do.
Alright. If you understand these instructions, you may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Alright, you can rest. Alright, so last thing we got, alright, it's a portable breath test, okay? It's not admissible in court. It's just for me to determine if the clues that I just saw during SFSTs are alcohol or if it's a controlled substance, okay? Would you be willing to take a PBT for me?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Thank you. Alright, so it's a brand new straw. No one's used it. Haven't dipped it in alcohol or anything. You ever done one?
A long time ago.
Alright. So when I tell you to, just form a tight seal right into the straw and then blow until I tell you to stop, okay? Or until you feel a click. Alright. Blow, 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 blow. Keep going, 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 keep going. Good job. Thank you. Can you take your straw for me? Thank you. Alright. Hang on for that, alright? Cell 7.log.097. 0.097. Alright, so if you want, go ahead and put that in your pocket for me, alright? All I need you to do now is turn around and face away from me, okay? Can you let go of that? Yeah. Here, what? Let me do me a favor, alright? I'm gonna get double cuff you that way it's a little bit more. You're not very flexible back here, are you? Alright. Alright, just walk over here to my car for me. We'll go to the front of my car. Nice, I'm gonna double cuff you, help you out. Just hang out there for me 1 second, alright? Alright, how's that? Is that good? Obviously, I know they're not comfortable, but this one? That's about as loose as they're gonna get, alright? Alright, they're all double locked for you, that way they don't tighten up on you anymore. Alright, we'll sit you back in here, okay? Alright, go ahead and have a seat right there for me. Watch your head.
bottom left, far left. There you go. Top one. Michelle?
Yes,
Hey, it's me.
I know.
Okay, I'm in a police car. I'm going to Jackson County Jail.
Fuck me.
Okay, we're on speakerphone with the police officer.
Okay,
So
okay, you need me to come down there.
I don't know yet.
So,
You know my number by heart, so just call me whenever you need me.
Okay, do what?
so I think Jackson County, I think the way they operate is obviously you have to be sober,
Yeah.
and then they may have a bond. And I do not know a bail.
Okay.
That I'm not 100% sure on. They'll give you more information on that. I work 4 different counties. So
I
it's
got you.
different.
I got
So, but they may have a bail, I believe.
Okay. It's probably gonna be $750 or something like that.
I've got it.
Okay. Will I be afforded a call when I get there?
More than likely. I don't know how they work. Once we get there, you're remanded to them and you become their custody. That's why I was trying to give people a call here, because I don't know how long it'll take them to give you that opportunity.
Okay. We're leaving
I appreciate that.
the hospital now. We're heading there.
The hospital?
Yeah, blood draw. I'm fine.
Okay. All right. Just let me know and I'll be by the phone.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Now, who has my guns?
I do. So
Okay.
they'll be, I'll give you, I have a tow form for you where the vehicle was taken. And then I'll also, the guns will be stored at Indiana State Police for Sales, District 42.
Okay.
I'll have that address and phone number. I should be printed on your ticket as well. The address, and it should have a phone number for the post as well. That's what they'll be logged in evidence. Not evidence, it's what's called evidence, but I have no hold on them. I have no use. It's just I can't leave them with the truck.
No, I'm glad you know.
So, and obviously, the
I don't
jail's
want
not-
those out. Yeah.
the jail's not going to take them either. So, you'll have to go to the post to get them. Those guns aren't stolen, are they?
I actually had one stolen from me.
Did you?
It was a sick feeling
Yeah. Yeah.
because I'm pretty much an absolutist when it comes to Second Amendment, but also with rights become responsibilities.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that pisses me off. I mean, I'm as pro cop as you can get.
Yeah.
When you get prosecutors and judges, they play catch and release. And I don't know you guys, but I mean, I've talked to enough cities and county cops. They know who the troublemakers are.
Yep.
And you go arresting somebody that has fucking multiple gun felonies on them,
Yeah.
and they're back on the street, and you arrest them like,
Yep.
and that's what. Oh my God, that makes me sick.
Yeah.
Because too, the anti-gun crowd uses that as it's look at all the crime. Well, yeah, it's the same fucking 2% committing all the crimes, and you guys are using that to take away the ability of the lawful person to defend themselves, and not just that, they're putting you guys' lives at risk,
Yeah.
and that's bullshit. It's just God dang. But what do you do other than call it out? I mean,
Yeah.
you guys, you go back your job, your hands are tied, you can't really say something. I mean, hell, first couple of years, you're going to see shit that, which I'm sure you've already seen, that just makes your blood boil, but you eat it. And then I get up here at the State House and, okay, we make laws, but, okay, you hate to have, I mean, mandatory laws sound great. You still take away that discretion of somebody that just, okay, they're a good person, they did something stupid.
Yeah.
Do you want to ruin that person's life? No. You want to make them know they fucked up? Yeah. But you don't want to ruin their life. And that's why you avoid the mandatory sentencing. But then when you get these prosecutors and judges, gun crimes are one of the most pled down, dismissed crimes there are.
Yeah.
But that's
Basically, OWI is only a C misdemeanor. It's the lowest level misdemeanor you can get.
Is that what I got? Thank you.
So,
Leaving the scene?
see,
What'd you nail me on that one for, man? I didn't leave. I was at the scene. I was walking to get help.
so the scene is the guardrail on I-65. That's the scene. And then parking your truck behind the building and then walking away from that, like that's double. I mean, it's only on one count, but I mean, technically, this is going off caller since you want to give us a statement on the crash or not? So we have to do a crash report, and part of it.
I thought a deer ran out in front of me.
Okay.
How's that?
If that's what you want to go with, I mean.
I was coming up 11.
Okay.
Thought I saw a deer. See, right there.
As a raccoon.
Okay, that was
But I
a
didn't
little
hit a
deer.
guardrail. I didn't hit a guardrail though.
Okay, but I didn't want to. Okay, deer. Look, but you did swerve.
Yep. Maintain my lane.
See, yeah, but deer's bigger, man.
Okay, so
Big deer.
you're coming up south on 11,
I was heading north on. I was heading south on 11.
and a deer ran out in front of you.
I thought I saw a deer.
Okay. And what?
Obviously lost control. Thought I could make it home.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
That's where I was headed.
Okay.
Just like that raccoon spooked you a little bit. You swerved.
Yeah.
Picture a deer that weighed big
I agree.
buck and
I agree.
that's where I need to shut up, right?
I mean, I would have, if I drove off an embankment and tore up the guardrail and essentially totaled my truck, I probably would have stopped. That's my thing. And then, how come you parked behind the building?
I didn't want an 11 where it might be cause an accident.
Okay. What about the parking lot in front of the building?
I did not want to get motor oil on his parking lot
Okay.
because that could dissuade customers from coming in.
Okay.
My dad had a 70 Camaro and hit a raccoon.
Yeah.
And 70 Camaros, I don't know if you remember, recall, they had the headlights, but the center grille was all open.
Yeah.
Didn't have a bumper. And it was a big coon, too. I was probably 10 or 12. Oh, he cussed. He was so pissed.
Yeah, my dad had a 69 Camaro.
Oh.
Put it in the ditch.
Oh, Dad was pissed.
Yeah, I think his dad was less than pleased with him. That's one of those dad stories that you never get the full story.
Yeah.
You get side stories that are multiple different variations of stories.
But you know what? And that's the cool thing. The older you get, eventually the truth comes out.
Yeah.
And those are days, nights, evenings, whatever you share around a good bottle of bourbon or something, you start laughing. And then your parents learn things about you too.
Yeah.
You know, the shit that you hid from them.
Yep.
And that's when everybody gets a good belly laugh, and those are good times. Your parents still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Good for you, man. You close to them? Still talk?
Yeah.
Good.
Talk to him about 4 times a week.
Awesome. My dad, my parents divorced when I was 16, and I took it out on my dad, and then I learned the truth afterwards.
Yeah.
And we're as close as you can get right now.
I had a buddy that he's my best friend, still is. He had his parents separated after he went to college. Basically, both kids get to college, and he's kind of like he said, he hated his dad. I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on, but don't do that.
Yeah.
I was like, don't do that, man. And I think he's come to kind of realize that. And his argument was that his sister was taking his dad's side, so he felt obligated to take his mom's side. I was like, man, just either one of you guys need to take sides, you know? Just
They're your parents.
yeah. I was like, nothing's gonna change.
Yeah.
But I think he's kind of come to figure out that what worked out for him.
Well, the older you get, the more you realize shit like that.
Yeah.
You realize what matters and what doesn't matter. And this was obviously a fuck up on my part. I own it. Pay the price, move on, but